Hi, this is Eric Martin with Board Game Geek. I'm here with Andrew Wolf, designer of Avengers Infinity War, Thanos Rising, published by USAopoly, due out in early April 2018, before the movie.
Right before the movie.
You scooped the movie.
We did, and then they moved the movie release date up on us a week, so we lost a week there.
Okay.
But everyone's going to be excited to see the movie, and I think everyone's going to be really excited to play this game, too, in advance of it, and then maybe after they see it again, or, once they've experienced it, to recreate the movie on the tabletop.
Okay.
So, you want to get into it?
This?
Yes, absolutely.
Obviously, we must stop Thanos.
We must try. Yes. And in order to do that, we have to defeat his villains that are lurking in this deck of assets. So, to win, we have to defeat villains, and the game can scale in difficulty. It's a co-op game, fully co-op, so we're playing as the heroes, working together to try and defeat these villains. Okay. If we can defeat enough villains in time, we're successful.
Okay.
There are 3 ways in which Thanos can defeat us. The first and probably most obvious way, if he can collect all 6 of the Infinity Stones, he gains control of the Infinity Gauntlet, and gets
the
to
universe is ruined.
Exactly. I don't want to spoil exactly what's going to happen, but it's very bad.
All right.
Additionally, if 10 heroes collectively amongst all the players are eliminated, our forces are depleted, and we can't even mount enough of an attack to fight back. So if we lose 10 heroes, or if any one player loses all the heroes on their team, we all lose. So lose with the Gauntlet, lose with 10 heroes, or lose with any one player being eliminated, forcing all the players to lose. Mechanics for the game go as such. On a player's turn, they're going to start with a hero and a base of operations. And these are our 4 starting heroes and base of operations. You've got Doctor Strange, Master of the Mystic Arts and the Sanctum Sanctorum, Captain America and the Avengers Compound, Gamora for the Guardians of the Galaxy, and Black Panther for Wakanda. Every player gets to choose one of those. So it plays 2 to 4 players. Yeah. You start with that starting hero, team base, which is going to give you an extra power, and a deployment token. On your turn, you deploy your team to one of these 3 sectors in the deployment zone. Okay. So I might go over here because I think that the decision I'm making is these are the characters that are available for me to interact with. Right. The heroes that I can try and recruit, the villains that I can try and attack and defeat.
Okay.
Once I've deployed, we resolve Thanos' actions with the roll of the Thanos and Infinity Stone die. So this indicates Thanos' action, whether he's going to stay where he's at and attack the heroes in a sector or move to another sector. And of course, he's going to go to where I am. And then he launches an attack against the heroes there. So we add damage to each of the characters, the heroes. And since I'm there, my deployment token, anybody on my team also would take a damage.
Okay.
When a character's damage meter is filled up, he's defeated, out of the game. If we lose 10, we lose.
Okay. You got another symbol?
Yep, and then we have the Infinity Stone die. That indicates which of the 6 stones Thanos is tracking down, adding a control counter to that. When 5 control counters are added to a stone, that stone is collected, it's put into the gauntlet, it's flipped over, and then Thanos is going to get even more powers. So then if I rolled that color, it would trigger an additional ability. It's making it more difficult as Thanos gets more powerful and scales up.
Okay.
After those actions are resolved, I get to take my actions as the hero. So I'm going to collect a pool of dice. Starting dice pool is indicated on your team base. And then there are some extra powers you can get that are going to let you add more dice to your dice pool as you get more powerful. You roll all your dice, and then you choose to assign at least 1 die to one of the characters in your sector. Okay. The goal is to match all the symbols listed on that character to either recruit the hero or attack and damage the villain. Okay. So in this case, I might look at what I've got here and say, that is a perfect roll. I have, just like we scripted it, right? I have 2 of these cosmic planet icons, at least 1, but that counts as 2, but I just need a minimum of 1 of those tech icons, and 1 of these combat icons there. I've met the requirements to recruit Nebula. I'm out of dice, I don't have anything left in my pool, so I resolve those. Damage is removed for any characters that you recruit. She's added to my team, and then she's going to give me another ability. And as you build out your teams, you're going to get more abilities, more ways to fight back, more combos that you can build, gaining more dice, healing characters, removing counters from stones, other stuff that you can trigger along the way. And then, of course, it's replaced with the next character from the asset deck. If I have matched the symbols to attack the villain, I would add a damage counter there. And then as a reward for attacking the villain, I get a bonus token. which basically can be cashed in on any player's turn.
For an extra icon.
Yeah. So we can work together, if you're short this icon, or if I have some stuff I know I can help out with. So I have these, so maybe go there because I'm going to be able to work together with you.
And if you hadn't matched up, you would...
I would just... If I fell short and didn't match all the symbols on any one given card, that would be my turn, and I would basically
There's
just
no
be
rerolls automatically. It's only if you have abilities that let you do that.
Yep. Well, so the way that your dice allocation works is you roll. You have to assign a minimum of 1 die, and then whatever you have left in your dice pool, you can reroll. So you basically keep on rolling until you've depleted your dice pool, and you can mix and match. You can say, well, with that roll, I've actually generated something that's better for this, and kind of decide where you want to go. So there's some light pressure luck elements to it, as you decide how you want to allocate your dice, where you want to send your team, what mission you want to go on, what kind of combinations. Notice there are 4 different colors of dice.
Yes.
They are weighted.
Percentages of what's coming up.
Exactly. So the red one is the combat die. It has more of that combat icon, including a double combat. The green one is the mystic. The blue one is the tech. And the black one is the cosmic or the planet. So you're going to get extra icons of that type weighted for those team abilities. And then the starting dice pools also aligned to those. So like Wakanda, Black Panther, they have all the technology, so they start with a tech die.
Right.
Green for Doctor Strange, Master of Mystic Arts, so on and so forth.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's basically how the turns progress. Next player would deploy his team, resolve Thanos' actions, then roll the dice pool. Hopefully you recruit another hero, defeat a villain, and keep going until you can defeat... for an easy game, we say 7 villains, but it scales all the way up to 10 villains. There's 10 villains lurking in the deck before Thanos can capture all 6 Infinity Stones, power up the gauntlet, do the bad things.
Okay. It definitely seems like both sides are ramping up sort of at the same time, and you'll see how things work as you lose stones and, of course, as you gain additional powers. So it's kind of meshing together.
Yep, there's definitely a scaling and up and down because characters on your team can also be eliminated. Remember, if you're deployed and Thanos is there, you can suffer losses. You can lose characters on your team. You have to replace them. Frequently, players are going to do best when they work together and try and identify which characters available are best to support and supplement their team. So it's like, okay, I need Drax. He's really better for my team of Guardians than he would be for yours. Sometimes you just go where the action kind of takes you. Sometimes you need to focus on a villain because if they linger out there too long, they're going to start to incur a lot of losses upon you as well. So it's managing when do I build my team, when do I focus on trying to clear some of the villains out, and just working together to try and thwart Thanos before the bad stuff happens.
Bad stuff happens. I would like to point out as well, this is, I think, the first nonagon-shaped board that I have seen.
Really?
Yeah,
wow.
I do not recall another 9-sided board before.
Well, so we have this. Yeah, we looked at different shapes and orientations and felt like this was something a little bit interesting and different, and just how the game balance worked out to have the right number of heroes and villains and enough options out there to interact with.
That's right.
Obviously, we have this really cool Infinity Stone. What I love, I don't know if it shows up on the camera, but it's got like spot UV with spot UV in there, so it kind of has a cool reflective effect, like the stones.
Yeah.
Kind of nice little subtle stuff there as well. And so this will be out. Street date is April 6th, and it is MSRP of $49.95.
All right. There you go. Thank you very much, Andrew.
Absolutely.
Thanos Rising.
We'll do that. Did you want to ask me anything else about the movie? I know you had a question.
About the movie? Oh, interacting with the Marvel Entertainment?
Oh, you were...
Sort of, what do you get to see?
What do I get to see? What do I get to know?
Rising?
Yeah, and no spoilers for anything. So we collaborate with Marvel very closely when we develop these movie licensed products. So they do share like plot overviews with us. We have a sense of where the story is going to go. They tend not to spell out all the specifics, but they give us enough information to build a game around.
Right.
For this one in particular, there's been a lot of stuff they've been very tight-lipped about. I mean, it's the culmination of 10 years of Marvel
it's only
cinematic.
the first half of the culmination.
That's true.
Because there's still the second one.
That's true, and I don't know what's going to happen there. But it was interesting because we met with them back in May of last year, and they gave us kind of the first synopsis. We went back, we developed the game around the story. came back. And then they said, well, you might need to adjust these things because the third act has actually shifted a little bit. Now this resolution is going to be resolving in a different way. And these characters may be interacting in ways that we had not initially seen. So there was a lot of flexibility, fluidity to it, but they were really great to work with. We will have some really cool promos for this game, but they actually are some spoilers. So they won't be released until after the movie is released.
Okay.
So we did get some insights on some cool stuff that is not widely known yet, but it's going to be pretty cool. So yes, there's a lot of fun stuff to look forward to.
Okay. Interesting. Thank you very much.
Absolutely.